Kelly, what's the setting the bar story?
It's an example of what not to do or a situation we hope you don't find yourself in.
Yeah. So, committing crime is bad, obviously. If the world was a perfect place, we'd have to think of a different bit to do here. But yeah, if you can manage to make it through the day without committing a crime so big the evidence can be seen from space, you're doing okay.
Wow. That must be some big evidence.
So, cops in England, they raided a guy's house. They heard he might have stolen some bikes and be keeping them in his backyard. Turns out, he had been.
The picture.
Because the Google Maps satellite image,
oh my God,
you can see has hundreds of bikes piled in his backyard.
Oh my goodness. Like, how long did that take? That looks like some time was invested.
Right.
And
so
how in the world did the neighbors not notice?
Well, people who live in the area claim the pile had been there for years.
Uh-huh.
Kept getting bigger.
Okay. And nobody thought to question, like, hey, are you starting up like a bike repair shop?
Well, a couple people on social media were like, well, maybe he has 200 to 300 children. You never know.
Could be.
So now he's facing charges.
Yes. Okay.
And cops are now trying to track down all the owners.
But what are we doing with all the bikes? Like,
obviously,
I'm just
he's
trying
not
to figure
selling
out
them.
The motive for the crime. Like, are we gonna pawn them all and get the cash? Because he's gonna have. Well, that's gonna take some time too.
Well, obviously, he hasn't been doing that because those bikes have been there for a while.
It's a gigantic pile.
Yeah, exactly. So again, crime is bad. But let's try to not commit a crime that can literally be seen and viewed from satellite images in space.
Although that does help the police.
All right, that is setting the bar on 99.7 DJI.